you have these agent representations, and they're going to tell you, "Hey, man, there are other teams out there that'll pay you this much. Your position demands this much. Your production demands this much." So it's a lot of people that's going to be in the player's ear telling them this, and I think that is more and is always about money. And you heard Coach Prime say, "Excuse me," on $1 million worth of game that man, if you chase greatness, the money gonna come. I've
Absolutely.
never chased greatness. I never chased money. I chased greatness, and the money followed. But as you articulated also, hey man, a lot of these guys realize they're not going to have a chance to make money after college. So they're going to try to get that bag right now. You can't blame them. So you have to make adjustments as a college coach, college GM nowadays. And I think that's what Colorado has done so far to bring in the players that they've brought in and the players, coaches around the country also. But mainly, we know we're focusing in on Coach Prime and what he's done. Can you speak on some of the guys he's brought in or just overall, what he's done, Coach Prime and the Buffs have done in the transfer portal so far?
And I think two dates, and this is what, day 4. Uh, and so that's a lot of more days left. I think to date, man, he's done what you would want to happen, and that is simply, I need to replace what I'm losing. And then if you even add in the budgetary constraints to it, you get to check that box. But the biggest thing you have to do, Chico, when someone decides for whatever reason or reasons that they want to move on, and they were starting and contributing, you have to look at what they contributed and see where you can find those equal or greater numbers at. And if you happen to be able to find them at a lower impact to your budget, that helps you solidify and pick up additional things. It's the same thing NFL GMs and player personnel people do when they sit around and listen to their head coach about what his needs are. Let's go out there and find it on the free agent market, and let's find it within the constraints of the budget. And hopefully we can find it below budget, and we can get you more of your wish list in. And I think to date, with the folks who have decided to come bring their talents to Boulder, Colorado, with his new OC, or be they on the defensive side of the ball, if you look at what was losing out the door to the left, you have had better numbers come in the door to the right. And that's the ultimate box. You want to check that box. Like, you don't want to lose 4 tight ends and then you replace them, and none of the ones you replace them with has performed anywhere near the level of the ones you lost. But when you can
Mhm.
lose a receiver and bring in a receiver that has more production than what you lost, you got to check that box. And I want to augment this with it. When you have a new offense coordinator who is the inventor, architect, and orchestrator of the offense that he runs, he would know best with the system he's about to implement. Should we match this guy that want to leave offer, or
Yeah.
can I get that same production from this guy over here?
Mhm.
I'm trusting my OC's judgment. You know, if he believes these new receivers work just as well or better in his system than what you're losing, I'm riding with him. And let me say this first, Chico. I don't know what situation they're addressing, but I see people say stuff like, "Oh, if that's the case, I would have just went back to CU." Man, you got to understand, just because you get in the portal, don't means where you getting in the portal from going to let you come back.
Right. It ain't just I can leave. I can go get in the portal and decide to leave, and then I'm gonna decide to come back because I want to, and they're
No,
gonna be
that
like, "Oh, come
it's
on
no
back."
longer your decision. Then it's your decision to get in,
And then
but it ain't just your decision to like, no, I'll change my mind. I'm gonna stay. Like,
shout out to Omarion Miller. Shout out to Tawfiq Byard. Shout out to all the players who have found a home so far in the transfer portal. Man, we hope all of you guys can find home because
absolutely. I had a great text exchange with Terrell Timmons last night and this morning.
shout out to
Man, good
Terrell.
dude,
He's in
good
the transfer
dude.
portal.
Looking forward to see where he lands, man.
Hmm.
Like
A lot of good guys.
and again, man, I think it's a fan thing. And let me say this, Chico, it's gotten better. You know, year 1 or 2 of the portal, everybody thought these situations are adversarial. Even the fans who used to cheer for a player, when the player leave, oh, we ain't like you know what. You
Yeah.
know, and now we have matured. And I think that still from a general stewardship standpoint, most fans will be surprised that 90% of the relationships ain't bad relationships. Like this is done without no animosity. Just because you decide to do something that I wish you wouldn't have done, or just because you decide to do something that I think is not best for you, that doesn't erode our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's up to me to go like, okay, you want to go, hope everything works out. Make sure you get some stuff in writing. Make sure you can trust it. Now let me go look at what I'm losing when I lose you. And let me go see, can I find that?
And a lot of people got to hold your horses too, though. At the end of the day, if you are not a good football team, then you're going to be kind of reluctant to hold on to a lot of those pieces that was there, especially if they want to leave. You see what I'm saying? So if somebody wants to leave, usually it's just players, period, whether it's pros or whatever. If somebody wants to leave, usually you will have to give them a bigger bag to stay, to hold them
Period.
over. So, if I'm evaluating my squad and I'm saying, man, it's 4,000, 7,000 players in the portal, I know all of them are not quality, but all I have to do is sift through and find the guys that fit my program and my liking.
Yeah.
Shoot, hey man, I'd rather.
Why is it other than white coach back black coach? Why is it so hard to give Coach Prime that benefit of doubt when that's what Bill Belichick did for a generation in New England?
Hey man, because
Bill Belichick, of course he had Brady, you got your quarterback, but Bill Belichick would build that team off other people's scraps and do it, and thereby doing it for less money.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't go out there in the draft and get the best thing available and overpay for it. They went out on the waiver wire and said, hey, he didn't fit them because of this reason, but he would kill over here in this system.
Look
and
at
so you take a guy you never heard of before and make him a household name because he fits what you're trying to do. It's the same thing in this. And because the portal, let me say it this way, everybody that's getting in the portal ain't got in yet. So this number's going to go up.
Right.
You still have a couple of weeks before it closes. You have time to meet with people, bring them on visits, watch their film, put them in front of a whiteboard, say, diagram this for me. Meanwhile, your staff people are talking to their agent about what's he wanting, what's he needing if we do this. There's no rush when you know what you're shopping for. I don't want to come across as sexist, Chico. I don't want to come across like I'm demeaning women because Neely love women.
I don't know if you should
but
say it.
When me and the women folk in my life go shopping, it's two different experiences.
Well, I'll speak for me and mine. That's a fact.
I'm in and out in 10 minutes.
Yes, indeed.
I know
there, and get up out of there.
Yeah. I need a shirt. And it needs to be a white shirt. And it needs to be a button-down collar. I know what I'm looking for if I go in there.
There's no need for you to look for those.
She can have what she's looking for, but she touched everything in there on the way to, and then come out with 6 more things.
Oh. And then those 6 more things be sitting at home, don't even use them.
Yeah.
Wish I would have took them back. And that ain't this.
This portal, when you know what you're looking for that fits your system, you go in and you hone in right on it. Like, let me get that. And let me take another one just like it to the dressing room in case that one don't fit right, but they still pretty much the same thing. I know what I'm looking for.
Right.
I'm not in here without a shopping list.
That's all. And all the like the big name fanfare stuff, you know what I mean, that a lot of people might be looking for. Really, that's a thing of the past nowadays because so many players. Let me just make this example because I had this in my head when you said something about Bill Belichick. He could take those unnamed players or unknown players and make them into something. He can also take players that are very talented that might have been underachieving or in a bad situation that didn't fit and bring them over. And Randy damn Moss was in a bad situation in Oakland and boom. And sometimes it doesn't work out. Chad Ochocinco, but it's all about that evaluation and learning the person and getting them to fit in your program.
I love your expounded analogy on what I was saying. It's the more time you spend on this side of it, the more likely you are going to get it right on this side of it. It's the old adage down the country, Chico. You're from the South. You measure twice and cut once.
That's it.
And that's all you're doing. Like in this situation, you're going to measure 3 times and cut once. And again, I say, man, like there have been dynamic players that fans in Colorado have fallen in love with that you didn't know their damn name 2 years before they got there.
Right.
You didn't know their name a year before they got there.
Right.
The same thing can be replicated.
Hey, until next time, we appreciate all the super chats and everybody out there. Thank y'all. Y'all coming here, we can laugh at ourselves too. Hell, the joke's on us too.
Yeah, and y'all somebody, Von Randall, Garcia, y'all get the CIA to come get me out of Columbia.
You don't have to.
Somebody
You out there
come
taking
rescue
folks' shirt. Somebody, the capo. I don't know what the capo is, fool. The capo.
I went down there and somebody had
I bust a
Chico
capo.
merch. It was bootleg.
Heard they got bootleg Uncle Chico merch out there. That's crazy, ain't it?
And I knew it was bootleg because Unc was spelled UNCK.
Hey, we did talk about this, Dub H. Go back to the show. You'll hear it. You'll hear us talking about that in the show. All right. And more things right here on the Morning Run Live, first show of 2026 on the Pregame Network. Until next time. Huh?
I said, you keep on playing with the cartel, it's gonna be the last.
I ain't playing with no cartel, fool. My name is Chico Holmes, real name. We up and up out of here. Peace in the Middle East. Shock us high, black fist, and keep your rebel damn flags in the sky. That's right. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah. It's the Morning Run.
It is.